Yo, what's up, YouTube? This is your boy Enrique, aka Biggie's Comics, coming at you with Seeking the Immense Top 20 Tag video. That's right, guys, we got a tag video. Yeah, I haven't done a tag video in a long time, but if you've been with me for a long time, you'll know that, I've been on YouTube now going on almost about 2.5 years, almost 3 now. I've done many tag videos throughout, my YouTube career, life, or whatever you want to call it. So if you scroll back, you'll see the top 20 is probably done about 6-7 times already. So I was tagged by Undisputed Frost, that cocksucker. No, let me stop. My boy Frost, he tagged me, and he probably wouldn't watch it. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna show you the top 20 books, but I'm gonna start it off with his favorite type of books, slabs, because deep down inside, I know Frost is a slab whore. He don't want to admit it. He never will admit it, but that's what he wants to do. Yo, so what's up, guys? What's up, Gomez? I see you in the chat there. I'm using the feature of going live through the YouTube app on my phone. This is the first time I'm using it, so apparently it works pretty well. It's actually probably easier than going live through through your laptop and everything. What up, Alex? Yeah, so let's get started real quick. I got my first let me tag somebody. Let me tag some people first. First, I want to tag Marky316. You're not gonna get out of this one, bro. You gotta make the video. And the next tag is for Jeff Johnson, because Jeff Johnson, he doesn't make videos anymore. He's like, I'm not making no videos, but you know what? You're gonna make this video, god damn it. I'm gonna make you make it. Alright, so let's get into it. So top 20 covers. Now for me, that's a wide range of books, top 20. I can go for hours trying to figure out which are my top 20 books. I really can't pick out a top 20. So instead of me digging through, I literally have about 30 short boxes of comics, and there's just no space to dig for all of them or whatever. So I try to pick my slabs because they're easier to get to, because my slabs are on one location. So I try to pick the best covers I like, basically. So you've probably seen them in other people's videos, probably not, but I just show you the ones I like, So let's get started real quick. This is one of my favorite right here. This is All-Star Batman. You already know, #1, the jock cover. And I had got this signed at New York Comic Con last year. It came back as a 9.8. Let me tilt this camera up so you can see actually the grade, What's up, everybody in the chat? I can see you guys coming up on my screen. Seeking the Immense, Wolf and Fox 77. Thanks for joining us. This is just gonna be a quick. I've never done like a live video like this before. It's my first time, doing it like this. I usually, just record it and post. So that's one of my top 20 right there. Love that cover. Next we got Marvel 2-in-1 Annual #7. This, if you guys don't know, this is it doesn't, well, it does say it there. It's the first appearance of Champion, but it's also the first appearance of the Infinity Stone, the Power Stone, from the Infinity Gauntlet. So if you guys don't know, that's the first appearance of that gem, and this is another book that I got, years ago, and I just got it graded, recently. Last year it came back a 9.4. Then next we got, there's no order here and what they are. It's just randomness, I guess. There's no order. I didn't put these in any specific order. This is one of my favorite books right here, one of my favorite covers. There's nothing key about this. This is Batman 166. It's graded at a 7.5. It's from 1964, so it's pretty old. That's early Silver Age to me. 1964 is pretty early, and to be in a 7.5, that's great. The cover's done by Carmine Infantino. So we got that one there. Then we got one of my all-time favorite Wolverine covers. I'm sure this is many people's covers. Favorite cover. This is Wolverine #1. I sent it out graded. I got it at a 9.6, which is pretty cool. Love that cover. Then we got another one of my favorite covers right here. This is Superman's pal Jimmy Olsen, number 134. This is the first appearance of Darkseid in cameo, 5.5. The cover's done by Neil Adams. The interiors are done by Kirby. So, you know, it's all around. You got Neil Adams, you got Kirby, and you got a first appearance. So, all around good. This book I won it raw about a year ago on Instagram raffle for 20 bucks, and then I sent it graded and it came back a 5.5. One day I'll upgrade it probably. I don't know. Then next is another one of my favorite books right here. This is Marvel Feature The Defenders number 1. This is a 8.5 white pages, first appearance of the Defenders, and this is also a Neil Adams cover. And if you guys remember, this one was the book I had it at a CGC 9.0. And I cracked it open and got it pressed, and it came back 8.5 through CBCS white pages. But it is white pages, but CGC had it off white pages, so they had that wrong also. So it kind of convinces me that they had the grade wrong in the first place. Alright. Next we got, I'm going to show you some PGX slabs. That's right. I'm going to show you some PGX right here. Bam. Yeah, right. Sinking in PGX 9.8, right? Oh, you said check. Oh, Gomez. All right, he's talking to Gomez. All right. This is Uncanny XMen 266, and this is graded at 9.4. This book was never pressed either. So, this year, I'm not going to New York Comic Con, but some of my friends are going to New York Comic Con. Excuse me. So I'm gonna crack this open, and I'm gonna have Chris Claremont sign it, and Andy Kubert, because Andy Kubert did the cover on this. I'm gonna get a double signature on this. I'm gonna get it pressed, and hopefully it comes back the same grade or better. You know, I hope for a better grade, but if it doesn't, 9.4, I still accept it that way. You know what I'm saying? All right. So next, we got one of my favorite all-time covers of all, and this book I bought back in the day off the rack, the original, and then when I first started into grading comics, man, I went into I went with PGX first. That was my first company that I went to use to grade, and I sent them some of my first books that I bought as a kid that I kept all these years, and this is one of them right here. This is Wolverine number 8. You guys already know this is John Buscema cover and Chris Claremont story. I'm sorry for the glare. You guys know the Mylar, because I got them in Mylar bags, whatever. It came back at 9.2 white pages. So considering that I had this book since I was a kid, and I'm 37 years old now, it's in great condition. But it does have a couple of wrinkles in the back. There's no color breaking ticks on this. It just has a few wrinkles in the back that can be pressed out, and I'm pretty sure that this will come back at a higher grade. So one day I'll probably crack it open and redo it, because this is my original copy from when I was a kid, you know? There's some more books I wanted to show for this video, but I submitted them already. They're at CBCS, so hopefully I'll get them sometime next year, because you already know how they take. This is another book that is a book from my original collection from when I was a kid, and again, when I sent my first PGX submission like 3 years ago, this was the first, I sent it raw without pressing or anything like that, and it came back at a 8.5. This is Wolverine number 340. You guys already know this cover needs no introduction. Tom McFarlane cover art, Peter Davis story. It's classic cover, you already know. And there's room for improvement in this book. It's 8.5, and I can see that it has a slight spine roll. There's a couple of there's no color breaking ticks on them, thank God, but pressing will improve this book big time. Alright, so next is a book that I got this year. Shout out to Reaper Tate. He gave me a good deal on this book, and it's become one of my favorites. There's also room for improvement in this book, because it does have some creases in the back that can be pressed out. This is The Walking Dead number 19, first appearance of Michonne. This is a CGC 9.0. The cover is done by Tony Moore. Just awesome. Love Michonne as a character. Damn, the glare is bad. You can see my reflection clearly on there. What up, y'all? Hey. Yeah, the book is, you said it, bro. Sexy book, man. Sexy book. So that one, that's that. So next is another book that I got off the rack also, as it was coming out, because this is what I was collecting at the time. This was back in, this one is in 2000 2004. This is Superman 204, and again, this is not a key or nothing like that, but you know, it's part of the run I used to that I was collecting back at the time. I have all the Jim Lee Supermans and Batmans from that time, all the Hushes. I have all of those books, and you know, and I sent it to CGC. Came back a 9.8, and I got Jim Lee, you know, to sign it at earlier this year at the Big Apple Con. So that was cool. So I submitted this one. It's one of my favorite covers, and then I submitted another one of my favorite Jim Lee covers, which was this right here. Yeah, I agree, Alex. It is the best story. The Man of Tomorrow, love it. That story inspired so much. You know, that story inspired statues and everything, man. That's how good that storyline was. And then this one here, of course, you know, Batman 612, part of the Hush storyline. Beautiful Jim Lee cover, got signed by Jim Lee. Came back at 9.4. You know, I used the CGC's pressing service for this, but this book looked like they didn't press it. You know, so it took them forever to send me the book, and then after I figured out that the book was not pressed, because I can tell if a book is pressed or not, they wanted me to ship it back, and it was just too much. It took them forever to get the book. I wasn't going to send this book all the way back again, so I just left that it is, and I said, you know what, I just wouldn't submit to CGC, but you know, who knows, we always say we're going to do something, and then we end up not doing it, you know. So next we got here another book. This is the first war book I ever purchased, and I submitted it originally to PGX when I first did my submission. It had came back a 9.2. Then I cracked it open, and I resubmitted it to CBCS this year because I had got Mike Zeck to sign it and John Beatty to sign it, and it came back at a 9.0. This is my Secret Wars number 8. I bought this book back when I was like about 17 years old. So for me to have it all this time, is a newsstand edition too. I'm really happy having it. I know, right? I should have complained, but you know what? I had complained with CGC many times before. That's not my first rodeo with CGC, man. I've had they messed up my Batman New 52 number 1 back in the day. They put this big dent on it, and I know it was them because I was with Marky at the Big Apple Con, not this year. This is 2 years ago, and we looked at the book before we submitted it, and it was a perfect candidate. It didn't even need to be pressed. That shit came back with a big dent right across here, like where, you know, almost where the DC sign is at, and they wouldn't admit to it, you know. So I've had issues with them before, so I don't bother. That's why I don't submit to them no more. All right, so that one right here, Secret Wars number 8, one of my favorite colors. I said colors. Well, red is one of my favorite colors, but that is one of my favorite covers. Then this one I submitted earlier this year too. This is my Amazing Spider-Man 252. This one came back a 9.8. All right, shotgun shit out of Batman, yeah. Amazing Spider-Man 252, it came back in 98, white pages. I just love all the first appearances of the suit. And I do have a 300. It's coming. It should be in the mail. I should have it sometime, maybe tomorrow or the next day. You just submitted 5 books to CGC for the first time. Wish me luck. Yeah, I wish you luck, Alex, for real. I wish you luck, man. Really, you know what? This is my advice to you guys, man. Let me give you my advice, and this is what I've been doing lately when I submit books to all these guys. Just curious, let's see, you got those books raw to read as well, or you slabbed the ones, the only ones. All of these books I've already read multiple times before I've slabbed them. I've never bought a book, didn't read it or open it, and then slab it. I always go through every book I always buy. And then the books that I slabbed from when I was a kid, those are books that I tend not to go back anymore. Because a lot of these books now, I have them in collected editions or in trades and all that. So if I want to read them, I'll read them that way. Or I would go on, I have a Comixology account, and I would you know, buy them for $1, 99 cents. Sometimes Comixology throws you free ones too at that. So any book that I slab is a book that I've already went through, I've already read it, and I plan not to open it anymore. You know. So next, sorry guys, find a little code here. So next is my all-time favorite cover of all. You guys probably have seen this book many times. I've put it out there many times throughout my videos. You know, I have like probably over 300 videos. You know, I think when you get to a certain point on YouTube, they start deleting or archiving some of your videos because I've hit like 255 videos posted on YouTube, but I've had more than that. I had over 300 videos, and I can't, when you scroll all the way down to look at your first videos, they're not there no more. So I'm pretty sure YouTube takes them out after a certain while. I gotta really look into that. But if you look at my videos from back then, I've showed this book a lot. This is one of my favorite covers of all time. This is Action Comics number 82. This is from, you know, it's a Golden Age book from this is from March of 1945. It's a 3.0. It presents way better than 3.0. The only reason this is a 3.0 is because the cover is, you know, the staples are attached, but the cover is splitting all the way, you know, from like this point all the way up. So whenever you have a split that's that big, they always come low, like 3.5, 3.0. That gets hit very hard. But that's why the book presents a lot better than the grade. But I'm going to leave it this. I'll probably get it reholdered with the new label. I'm not 100% sure yet. I haven't decided what to do with that, you know. So that's it for the slab, guys. Let me just show you a couple of more books that I think are you know, fitting for top covers. I'm just show you guys real quick that I just picked up. Picked up this one here. I know you guys have this right here, but I gotta show it off also. This is, you know, my Wonder Woman, you know, the photo variant for Wonder Woman issue number 26, the San Diego Comic-Con photo exclusive. And I know she came in near me. I saw your video. I know you think it's sexy. Beautiful cover. It just, the videos don't show it justice, man. You really gotta hold this book in your hand to see how beautiful it is, man. It's just an awesome cover, you know. Oh, you know what, I did have one more slab right here I wanted to show you guys. This is another book. This is one of the first books I've ever gotten signed, man, back in the day. This is when we had, like, we used to call them church cons. There was no big conventions. They used to have, like, you know, at the basement of the church used to be rented out, and they used to do comic shows and all that. And we had a lot of them out here in New York. And I was fortunate enough to meet Bob McLeod and Mike Zeck back in the day, and I got them to sign this one. This is one of my favorite covers. This is Web of Spiderman number 32. It's part of the Kraven's Last Hunt storyline, and I got it signed by both of them. Back in the day, I bought this book off the rack, and when I sent it out to get graded, it came back at an 8.0. But again, this book, again, there's this room for improvement, because again, this was never pressed. Because back in the day, we didn't think of pressing. You know what I mean? Pressing didn't come really big until the last maybe 4 to 5 years. You know, before, you know, trying to press a book like this or get it cleaned, it was kind of comic taboo. You know what I'm saying? That's just something that is now becoming really big, you know. IG New York Comics accepting submissions. I'm sorry, I'm just reading some of the comments. Yeah, no thanks to most of our signings. You know, I don't see, the chat only comes up on my screen, because this is on my phone, so it disappears after a while, because I'm using the rear camera on my phone. If I was using the front camera, then I can see, or if I tilt the screen the other way where it's at an angle, then I can see the chat normally. But since I'm recording at a 16:9 angle, I only see the chat. Yeah, I only see when you guys type something, it'll pop up on my screen, but then it'll fade off of it. So my apologies if I can't go through the whole thing and give shout outs, but this is my first time using this app, right? You know, using the YouTube app to go live. I usually just go, I broadcast through the actual website, but now this seems to work good for the videos. You know, what's up, Comic Book Steve? What's up, Jason Smith? Yeah, so now I'm gonna just show you 2 more books that I think could be part of this top tag video. These I won in a raffle. This is XMen 92. I won these actually Manny NYC. Shout out to my boy Manny NYC. He had a raffle about a couple of months ago, and I finally got the books in. So this is XMen 92. This is J. Scott Campbell variant, but these are from Stan Lee Collectibles. This is signed by Stan Lee and is signed by J. Scott Campbell, and that's the black and white variant. Also, I have this one here. I have the color variant as well, and it's also signed by Stan Lee and by J. Scott Campbell. You know, so that's it, guys. That's all I got. That's my top 20 covers for Seeking Near Mint Comics. I'm not 100% sure if it was 20. Maybe it seems like it was 20. I think it was. I didn't really count. But who counting anyway? Who's counting anyway, right? So remember, tag your it. Marky316, and I'm tagging Jeff Johnson, the mayor, the former mayor, Jeff Zilla, whatever he's called these nowadays. And that's it, guys. Thanks for joining me. Until next time, peace.